All right, Morty, go. Talk about the thing. They paid us a lot.
Okay, yeah, this is the PlayStation 5. It's really fast.
Yeah, they really wanted you to mention the speed. That was really important to them.
Yeah, it's super fast. Like, way less of those long loading screens, you know?
Why don't you tell them the thing about the buttons?
Huh? Oh, the controller has haptic feedback vibrations that simulate in-game actions. The L2 and R2 buttons have adaptive resistance.
Morty, don't block the console. They wanted that in the shot.
Oh, yeah, man, Rick, this commercial is kind of boring, you know? It's like the PlayStation 5 is pretty cool.
All right, we're done. Go play PS5. My
PlayStation 5. Play has no limits.
Hey everybody, ECW fan, the collector here, and as you saw from that intro, it's time for a PlayStation 5 collection video. I put this one off for a while because I wanted to build the collection of PlayStation 5 games I've got. And in total I've got 46 games after Christmas and the Pro Week sale from back last year. So I've really added to this system in that time, and I've added some really good games, some interesting ones, which really surprises me about how interesting the names are and the titles and what the gameplay looks like. So let's get to this game. Let's get to this collection video. This video is not going to be in any order. Because I can't order these games. I'll do it later. But anyhow, here we go. Starting off with Tales of Arise, and I've played this game and I've got almost 80 some hours into this game, and I need to go to the final boss and beat it. And I've decided to take a break from it, but it's a really good story, really good gameplay. The Tales games really are good, and Tales of Arise is no different. It has a great story. The story will twist in a way, and you'll be like, oh, okay. Like I said, good story. I enjoy RPGs. Those are my favorite games to play. Another game I've completed, and this is Lake, as part of my collection. Lake is about a woman that does works at a mail office, a post office. And I told my friend Adam about this game, and he said, I could tell he was surprised. He's like, I said, yeah, this woman's delivering mail back in the 1980s. There's like 2 or 3 possible endings you could do with her. I got Immortals Phoenix Rising, which I heard was an okay game. A lot of these games I got for cheap, man. They was like marked down at GameStop, and so, finding cheap PlayStation 5 games has always been my goal, and trading in and getting, like Lake, where I traded in a bunch at cheap thrills to get it. I like weird games. I like, those games that you wouldn't think about. I got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I haven't started. I've got almost all the Assassin's Creed games, and I've played like maybe one. So I've got to get to these games. I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection, which I started a couple of the games, and damn that freaking first game is hard as hell. And you would think they would have like an easy cheat code in that first game. Remember, you're in the sewers. Yeah, that's some biatch stuff right there, buddy. For Christmas, I picked up Trails into Reverie, which is a Trails game. And the Legend of Heroes Trails games are all interconnected. And I think I need Azir. I think Azir is the last one I need to have the entire Trails games, which really sucks. I can't play Reverie until I play them in order. It's just like a comic book series. Yeah, Eddie, if you're watching this, yeah, it's just like a comic book series. You got to play one game. It goes into the other game, and then the side chapter games it's just weird. It's just like, collecting a big multi-faceted crossover for comics. I got Tales of Iron, which I got for Christmas. This is a nice one. I got Guardians of the Galaxy, which I got from GameStop, and this is one I've been meaning to play for a while. And I've heard this was a good game, but Square put unreasonable expectations on it. I got Ghostwire Tokyo from GameStop when they was having a sale, and I went ahead and used my card, and this was one of those, some points I had. I've always heard this was an interesting game, and I believe Bethesda, basically before they got bought out by Microsoft, this was one of their last games they put out for the PlayStation 5, I believe. This or Death Proof, I believe. One of these 2 games was one of the last ones. I picked up Sonic Frontiers for Christmas. This was one of those deals I got from GameStop on their Black Friday, as I detailed back then. I got Control the Ultimate Edition, which came free with the buy two get one free, and this was part of the free one, which was really nice. I've never played the Control games, but looks interesting. Looks, you know, I think I've got one for the Xbox, but I don't think I have the complete edition. As part of the Pro sale, I've got Neptuna Sisters vs. Sisters, which is part of my collection. This is a nice RPG. It looks interesting, and it was, like I said, it was 50% off, and it was cheap. Very cheap to get, so, yeah. As part of my collection, I also got No More Heroes, the Collector's Edition box set. This was back during the Pro Week sale, and I think I showed this off as my final Pro Week stuff. But yeah, No More Heroes 3, very nice. I think this is what I showed off in part 1 of my Christmas haul videos. But yeah, or part 1 of the games. Yeah, this is nice. I got Octopath Traveler 2 for the PlayStation 5. And I always heard, I had the first Octopath Traveler. I actually got it. Walmart was having an insane sale and sold it for like $10, which somebody told me that was a hell of a deal at the time for the Switch. So they put part 2 out on the PlayStation 5, and I haven't started this. You know, it's the classic style RPG from what I've seen. I picked up Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. This was one of the first ones I picked up, actually, back last year for the PlayStation 5. And I thought this was the whole collection, of a new Nathan Drake collection, but it wasn't. CJ later told me, he said, no, it's part 4 and 5. You know, it's just part 4, and so I went ahead and, you know, I was like, well, crap. But still, it's still a good deal for what I got it for. These two games are still really good for the Uncharted. I wish we'd get another Uncharted game. I got Chris Tales, which is brand new, and it was like $5. I heard this was an RPG. This one was considered a very high-ranking one of the best ones. It's just, you know. I got one of the worst games for the PlayStation 5, because like I said, if you're going to get good games, you might as well pick up cheap bad ones at times to see how bad they are if they're cheap enough. I got Balan's Wonderworld. Yeah. I got Panda Hero Remastered, which was a side-scrolling cheap game. And I like side-scrolling games at times. And I saw this one. I said, you know, I'm going to go ahead and get this one. This was just a cheap side-scroller. Go ahead and pick it up. Because I like these weird games at times. And Eddie will tell me, you pick up some weird stuff, and it's true. Now, a game that is not physical, I'm going to go ahead and click it right here. It is What Remains of Edith Finch. Okay. What Remains of Edith Finch is a game that's online, and I bought it. I buy rarely buy digital games. Edith Finch, look, it was really cheap at the time, and I was like, you know, I'm going to go ahead and try this game out. It's on the system. I'm going to go ahead and get it, and it's really a good game. You know, I'm not going to say it. You know, it's a very good puzzle game. And there's a couple trophies I missed. There's a couple ones that I should have went back and got. I could actually do another playthrough and get it and probably platinum the game. That eagle trophy or that owl trophy when it's hunting the rabbits. Oh man, that's a little bit tough. I might have to play it a couple times, but I could go back and platinum it. I got this one last Christmas actually. They had Grand Theft Auto 5 marked down for the PlayStation 5, really cheap. Grand Theft Auto 5 has seemingly made it to every console, 3, 4, and 5 now, and we're finally getting Grand Theft Auto 6, from what they said. So hopefully this will be the last console it's ported to, but don't hold your breath. I kind of see in the future PlayStation 6 having this game in a collection. I got Monarch, which was an RPG, and I got this one from Cheap Thrills. I got Destruction All-Stars. Pretty nice. I got Life is Strange True Colors, which is really a good Life is Strange game. This is a really good one. It has a good story. The Life is Strange games have always been some of my favorites to play. The story of the two brothers in part 2, I believe, and the first one. The first one would work as a TV series if they ever decide to do it. I mean, but maybe Sony will do it. But this is a nice little thing from Square. Hopefully we get more Life is Strange games. There's like 2 or 3 different ways you can do the story, and I went ahead and I took the happy endings. Believe in happy endings. Yeah, that's just a romantic in me. I got Lego Star Wars, and this was the first game I bought for my PlayStation 5 system. The first. When I picked up my PlayStation 5 system, there was only one game I really wanted to play when I first got it. It was Lego Star Wars, and it was come out like a month after. So I was so excited because I love the Lego games, and this is the biggest one. And would you believe I got like so many hours into it? I'm not even halfway through with all the collectibles and all the stuff you got to go back through and get. And I used to platinum Lego games, and they got bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is the biggest one. There's over 500 characters in it. Eddie, if you're watching this, this is a really good game if you ever get a PlayStation 5. You can get it for the 4, I think, too. So, if you like Star Wars, it's got all the Star Wars chapters, and it's really good. Moving on, I got Scarlet Nexus. I was with CJ when I picked this one up back in the summer of 2023, I believe. I picked this one up with him. Another RPG. That's mostly what I get is RPGs. I know I got so many RPGs. I'm an RPG fanatic. That's my favorite games to play on the system. It's RPGs and adventure games and stuff like the story games like Life is Strange. But I can't go a different way, and this is another one. This is Ratchet and Clank. This is another first game I got for the system. I got these 2 games. I got Lego Star Wars and Ratchet and Clank. And Rift Apart is really good. If you want a good PlayStation 5 game to get you introduced to the system, this is the game. This is it. I love this game. I really do. If I make another PlayStation account, this will probably be the first one I pop in and play because it's really good. It's got a good story. It's just really good. And I like it. I like the story. I like the action. Once you get to a certain point, once you unlock everything, you become invincible. So it's really good if you want to finish that final chapter and end it quick. And it's easy to platinum. It's an easy platinum. It's not one that you have to sit there and just, scream at. Really good. I got Alex Kidd in Miracle World. This was a remake of the Sega Master game. This is nice for the PlayStation 5. Like I said, I'm going through and I'm getting the games I really wanted that was cheap and fun. Here's one I've got to start, and I'm probably going to start soon. It is Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. This was a remake of the PS2 or PS Go, I believe it was, or God, PSP. It'll come to me. It's clicking in the mind. It's clicking. Synapses are firing. But yeah, this was the remake of the PSP game, and this has Zack and Sephiroth and all this. This is gonna be good. I love Final Fantasy games. I still haven't got 16. It's coming though. It will come eventually when it's cheap in price. I don't buy brand new games. I don't barely buy if it's a Final Fantasy game that I got on reserve. Yes, like I got Reborn. I think Reborn is coming in like another month, and I can't wait. My hands is shaking for that one. I got Spider-Man Miles Morales. This is the Ultimate Edition, and this actually came with the download code, and I've got both games, the remake of Spider-Man, the PS4 game. So if you get the Ultimate Edition, you get both games with it. Even though the artwork for is just weirdly different. I think the PlayStation 4 version of Spider-Man was better. I don't know why they changed stuff, but it's Sony. I got Judgment from Sega, and this was one of those early games I picked up, and I heard there's a part 2. There's like a part 2 of this game, so I've got to get it. Justice is Blind. Yeah, Judgment. I got, during the Pro Week sale, I got Forspoken. We're Spoken, baby. And I heard this game was awful, and thank goodness it was marked way down. I think Square lost some money on this game, by the way, and Find Your Fight, and brand new. This lady gave me all these brand new games. I mean, she at the Pro Week sale. She gave me Callisto Protocol. This was marked Yeah, $5. I couldn't believe it. If I had known about the collector's editions, maybe, but I don't have room for collector's editions. I mean, these were those big box sets, and I was looking at one for Forbidden West on GameStop. And GameStop, here's a message: please take this stuff off. Please take that shit off if you don't have it, because I can be aggravated in this to hit something and try to order a game like Azir. I would see that game and I would try to order that game, and that game was not there, and I'm like, you sons of blank. Please take it off. I got Road 96, which was a really good story game where you're escaping a country, and I can go back and platinum this. There's so many different stories you can do with a couple, a solo mission. There's so many different story paths you can do. I did like 4 or 5 story paths, and I got out of the country like 3 or 4 times. And one time I got caught. Yeah, you get caught at times. And yeah, it's about leaving the country. It's at war. We're hitting the home stretch now. We're hitting the home stretch. Not that many left. Like I said, 46 games. 46 games for the PlayStation 5. I'm very happy with what I got. I got Major League Baseball The Show, which Walmart had marked way down just to get rid of. And like I said, I love cheap PlayStation 5 games. If they're cheap enough, I'll pick them up. And I like some baseball games. And no clue who this baseball player is. I don't follow baseball that much, but hey. Why not? You're not going to... Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, yeah, I'm back. I had to pick that up. I got Observe System Redux from GameStop. Observe. This one I actually put clearance at the time. They had marked it a half off clearance at the time. GameStop was doing their sale for clearance games, and that knocked them 50% off. So, yeah, I didn't pay that much for this, and this is a nice one. I do love how the fact that it was 10, and he knocked 3 pennies off. Because me and the guy laughed about that. Daryl wasn't there at the time, and me and him, but he's like, you're saving a, you know, if he didn't have to sell, you'd be saving a whole 3 pennies. But it was the sale kicked in, and I was able to get that for cheap. I got Soul Hackers 2, brand new. I remember getting this one a good while back. This is another RPG. It's from Atlas. Atlas makes some good RPGs. Atlas is a really good studio. I'm highly pleased with what Atlas puts out. Catherine, Persona, they do the Shin Megami Tensei games. I'm like, you know, they're very good at what they do. They're very good, and I've never really walked away from an Atlas game not pleased. I've never. That's the ones I played. This one was back in last Christmas, and they had actually marked this one half off for Christmas sales. Back then, the Christmas sales were rocking, man. I mean, last year it was rocking. This year it was just like, what the hell? I think GameStop and these stores are like, Christmas? Black Friday? Yeah. So I got this one, Like a Dragon, last year. Yakuza Like a Dragon, and they've renamed the series Like a Dragon. I got Watch Dogs Legion last year. Anyone Can Be Your Weapon, and I've got the Watch Dogs game, and I started the first one, and I was like, you know, this game, I need to get back to it. I need to get back to the Watch Dogs games. This was part of the Pro Week sale. I got the Summer Sports Games, and this one was marked a percentage off, and she gave me it brand new. Sometimes you can catch GameStop giving away brand new games. I got Power Wash, which I didn't platinum. There's one trophy. It's that damn slide. That damn slide. But it's a good game. If you just want to relax and just kick back and enjoy yourself and just let the machine run and clean a house or clean a car, Power Wash Simulator is for you. It's a nice game. I got Gotham Knights, which is one of those games that I'm going to try. You know, I'm going to start it. This was the deluxe edition, Gotham Knights. Don't know how good it's going to be. I got Final Fantasy Strangers in Paradise. Final Fantasy Origin. And this was the classic game, if you saw my video where I clipped in, I'm coming to kill chaos. chaos supports communism. I love that video. That guy that done that, that was perfect. I need to start that one. It's got like a Souls type playing experience. Now this one's the controversial game. I picked it up in October. It's Hogwarts Legacy. It's an RPG. This game was massively successful. They're working on a sequel. I got Saints Row, which is a nice one. Saints Row. This is part of the Pro Day sale. They was having a Pro Day sale. And one of the only games I picked up new was Persona 5 Royale. And this was actually cheaper than the... I've got the PlayStation 4 version of this, and I've got 3 different versions of Persona 5. There's the regular vanilla version that came out for the PlayStation 3 and 4. Royale, which is this one. So, at the time, this was the last copy I could find. This was the last copy I could find in Bluefield, and it's really amazing. And finally, the last game I got, and this is a good game, and I finally had to quit because the levels were getting tougher and tougher. And I wish I could have platinumed this game, but it would took a lot of effort and work. And I'm not that good a game player, even on easy mode. It's Sackboy. Sackboy. The Big Adventure. 40-some games. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, after this, if I add any more games, it's just going to be a clip montage of games. Because I don't do videos like this anymore. Because they're too long. They're too long. And I try to be quick about it. But that's my collection. 40-some games. A bunch of them were great. A bunch of them I question my humanity on buying. Like Balan's Wonder World. But with every good collection, you have to have some games in there that you got to question. You know, you got to sit there and say, why the hell did I get that game? Because I had to discover just how bad it was, and it was cheap enough to try that on. Because I wouldn't buy Balan's Wonder World for full price when it came out. There's no way. I would have probably just walked off and left it. It's like Godzilla, which I can kick myself over. Eddie's got it, and CJ's got it. I wouldn't have paid $50 for that game. I seen it marked down after in used section, and then all of a sudden that game become hot. It's floated down a little bit, but it's still a good game. It's a game that, you know, I'll never find. It's a collector game type deal, but you got to have some good and bad games. You got to have some good and bad ones. So I hope you enjoyed this collection. I hope you enjoyed this PlayStation 5 quick collection video. I tried to run down as many as possible. Tried to get them all knocked down for you. I want to thank you for watching and enjoying my videos of these collections. I'm going to probably have another collection video maybe in a week or two. Thinking about doing a Nintendo update collection video. I don't have that many of it, so I could probably sit down and do it. So it might come next week or two. So thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying the channel. Till next time, I'm going to go play some Persona 5, baby. Persona 5. Oh, yeah.